Hi farms, welcome to my channel. This is Chinex FX and I'm going to be sharing with you the idea behind a 1 to 16 RR trade that we took at the community, the Proficient Traders Academy. So I'm going to be giving a general trade recap of the idea behind the trade, why did we take it. Okay, so really quickly, let me just go to the 5 minute time frame. So this is for GBPUSD, okay? So we had that price has been on a bearish trend, creating lower lows and lower highs. Okay, so you can see price came from here, lower low, created a lower high, brought down a lower low here, gave us a lower high and lower low. So that has been the trend. Okay, so sorry about that. So we took this trade on Friday last week, and I'll just give you the reason why we took it. So we had that price generated a form of double bottom at this point here. So you can see this is right here. It's a form of double bottom generated by price. Okay, so we were we knew there was going to be a lower low. Price was going to have to sweep the double bottom. Okay, so but we needed to have an entry. So this was what we saw. So we had this form of demand level here that price broke. So price broke that level with this form of reaction here before it melted down. So this reaction here, so we had to map out that point as our supply point, because from that point we were able to sweep the whole of the liquidity gathered at this point, and then we broke multiple demand levels here. We broke demand levels here, even here, yeah, we broke multiple demand levels from that particular flip supply that price gave us there. So the moment price began to retrace, we were expecting a decent reaction from that supply. Okay, so of which price tapped on the supply, reacted. Okay, so price tapped on the supply here, so reacted on the form of demand here, which gave us a higher high. Okay, higher high up to this point. So from there we had that price broke structure to the downside. Okay, and then from the moment we had the break of structure, we can begin to observe mitigations. So we began to have bearish mitigations. So price came down here and mitigated the supply point it created, and then we had another break of structure to the downside. So from here we're expecting a, um, a return to the supply point there to mitigate for continuing the dump. And then another confluence to this was that aside the double bottom price already gave us, we we could see a form of extra form of liquidity here at this point. Okay, sorry about that. We will see some form of extra liquidity from this point here to target. So price gave us another form of double bottom at that point that we were looking at. Okay, so really quickly you have to map out the zone responsible for the next break of structure, and you agree with me, this this area here was the area where we had the energy that broke the structure here and gave us the break of structure. Okay, so after the break, this point here, the wick is bigger than the body, so most times we take the 50% of it using the gun box. So I just set my gun box to give me the 50%, and then I already had it drawn here. So we just add the tap of the zone. Okay, so the moment price came back, we add um, the price rejected off the point there and melted down. So that was just a trade. So for our targets, we use the liquidity here to target the next unmitigated demand area. So and that was a breaker point there. Okay, so let me just show you really quickly. So we got that from this breaker block here. So this was the last unmitigated supply here that broke structure here to the downside. Okay, so with respect to the break to the downside, and then the supply point here was disrespected. So due to that, we're able to get this point to be a valid breaker to target. Okay, so this gave us a 1 to 16 RR on Friday, and there was so much momentum that helped us to hit TP. So this was just the general idea behind the trade farm. So yeah, we do things like this really often. Yeah, we get trades like this, yeah, really often. So this was just all about it. So the moment we got the tagging on the trade, we had that price just began to, sorry about that, we had that price just began to rally melt until we just had TP smashed. So that was just it. Pretty simple idea, fams. That's just all behind the trade. So yeah, 1 to 16.8. I just call it 16. So that's all, fams. That's all about it. If you have questions on why I took this trade, or you need more clarity on something, you could just feel free to hit me up. Okay. So yeah, that's all for that, fams. Peace out.